Alright, you read the thumbnail? Let's get into Flamethrower, the most underwhelming unit in the entire game. So, what have we learned? It's Flamethrower. So, many people really wanted Flamethrower. And I mean, it was over-suggested. This was one of the most incredibly anticipated units to ever come to Noobs in Combat. But, is it good? Short answer, no, it's not. It's basically a grunt reskin, but it has one unique ability of demoralize. If you don't know what demoralize is, description. It's basically, say a flamethrower finds a guy, like a grunt, and he burns him. It forces the grunt to retreat in any random direction. So, sometimes, if you were, like, it forces them to retreat. So, whenever you get, like, retreated, yeah, when you get retreated, they can end up where your flamethrower was. Say I'm fighting up against like some RPG. I burn him, obviously kill. But if I'm fighting up against a grunt, I can and burn him and he's around me. That's going to be very annoying, and you can take unnecessary damage. Plus, you're susceptible to enemy artillery emplacements, and you don't have favorable matchups against most all of the infantry units in the game. First of all, you have low range, terrible range, and I mean the worst range imaginable. Same as Grunt and RPG. You don't have favorable matchups against Grunt, since radio and just way more tanky than you. And then not favorable matchup against RPG, because even though you may kill RPG, you're gonna take a significant amount of damage. And plus Overwatch, and if you're trying to push offensive flamethrowers, it's terrible. Like, on God, it's one of the worst, since you're probably gonna get overwatched and lose a huge chunk of your health. And then against Light Gunner, who even uses Light Gunner anymore past this update? But against Light Gunner, you are going to die of death because of just the superior range. Plus, and then you got Sniper team. Y'all, you just get folded. That's your hard counter right there. You just get folded like an omelet. That's why it's so bad. You get folded by Sniper. You get folded by all the infantry units. And up against other flamethrowers, even up against other flamethrowers, it still dies of death. Huh? And nobody uses mortar after this update. Everybody's gravitated to mobile howitzer. But if you still find a mortar user, yeah, respect to them. But if you find a mortar user, you're not gonna have favorable matchups against that, because it's an artillery unit and it's more mobile. It can also use. It can also just run. Yeah. That's practically about it for infantry. And then I'm not gonna get even started on vehicles. You're just gonna die to vehicles. There's like no way you're gonna win that. Plus, but there is one good thing about Flamethrower. He can absolutely destroy bunkers because of the bunker rework. Bunker is now like a terrain unit, or terrain, which basically is like an enclosed space where you can hide your units, and they're more protected from enemy gunfire, but not from but in enclosed spaces, flamethrower is supreme because of the ignoring terrain defense, and plus the bunkers. It folds bunkers, but you're probably never gonna get too close, because most of the time you're gonna get outranged and then have to use a tank or a sniper. And there's just better options to flamethrower than flamethrower. There's just grunts and. Well, I guess that's about it. I'll see you.